This is Joe with Southeastern Frontiers, and today John and I are hiking the Alum Hollow Trail system on Green Mountain near Huntsville, Alabama. This hike consists of stringing together a series of trails on top of the plateau of Green Mountain in the Green Mountain Nature Preserve. The primary trail is the Alum Hollow Trail, which follows along the bluff of the mountain. Then I took the East Plateau Trail, which is a nice walk through the woods, crossing a nice little bridge, and then we joined back up with the Alum Hollow Trail and follow it again along the edge of the bluff until we reached the Alum Cave. The Alum Cave is a rock overhang that was used by Native Americans for camping once upon a time. Just past the rock overhang is a lovely waterfall with a nice cascade down into a pool. And just past that is another small waterfall that's like a horsetail coming over the side of the bluff. After that, we hiked steeply uphill and then returned by looping trails all the way back to the parking lot. Almost the entire trail was family friendly, wide and easy to walk on. It was a beautiful day to be out in the forest. The total length of the trail that we hiked was about 3¼ miles, but you can do it in as little as 2.2 miles if you just want to go straight to the cave and waterfalls. Here we are at the trailhead. This is the Land Trust parking lot right off the road back there. And so here's the information sign, the Alum Hollow Trailhead. Today we're following the blazes for the Alum Hollow Trail, at least starting out. We have reached the branch of the East Plateau Trail off of the Alum Hollow Trail. So the Alum Hollow Trail continues off that way. But we're going to take the East Plateau Trail, which heads off that way. So we're going to turn a sharp right here. The East Plateau Trail appears to be a gentle walk through the woods. That's a nice little bridge across the stream here. Very cool. Ah, it was an Eagle Scout project. Nice. Well, I appreciate it. It gets us through this muddy spot. That's for sure. Okay, we have come upon a Y in the trail here. So this is where the East Plateau Trail that we have been walking down, right here, the East Plateau Trail ends at this point. And we pick up the Alum Hollow Trail again, which is actually the trail we started on. We just took a side route. So the Alum Hollow Trail back to the parking lot would be that way. And we're going to take the Alum Hollow Trail forward this way. And I hear water running ahead, so that'll be welcome. We have come to a lovely little stream. It would be fun to play in it if you're a kid, or maybe even if you're just a kid at heart. And there's a nice bridge over the stream, so it's easy to cross. When you got long legs, you can cross the stream in different ways. After climbing up out of the creek valley, I have reached a branch in the trail where the West Plateau Trail goes off to the right. And we're not going to go that way right now. We're going to continue to follow the Alum Hollow Trail to the left. So off that way. All right, we are now descending steeply down into a valley here. We can hear water running. Have to see what there is when we get down there. And this here is the Alum Hollow cave overhang that this trail is all named for. Makes you wonder how long people have made use of this cave as shelter. The roof is all pretty well blackened. It's been used a long time. There's an old fire pit right down here. Even more of this overhang. You can see where the smoke rolled out along the wall here, went right up into the trees. Here's the view down into the valley from the Alum Bluff Cave. With all the leaves on the trees, there's not too much to see this time of year. Here we are looking at the rock face, right on the outside of the Alum Cave. Overhang. It's pretty impressive. It would be most useful in a rainstorm, that's for sure. It just goes on and on and on. It's a really large overhang. This is the lower part of the falls. It drops in here nicely into a little pool. A very inviting pool. Almost want to wade into it. What a beautiful waterfall. Found a very interesting texture on this rock. I don't think it's a fossil per se, I think it's just a mineralization. But it's pretty cool and pretty big. This rock over here also has an interesting surface texture. Looks like the skin of an elephant. Alright, so after the waterfall, we're heading up the hill, but in a general downstream direction. We think there's another waterfall around the turn up here. Oh yeah, there it is. Very nice. Especially with the sun shining through it like that.
I should get closer to this if I like fall forward.
That's quite the shower there, John. So after going off trail for a while, heading off in that direction, we backtracked back to this waterfall you see down there and realized that the proper trail climbs steeply up to the top of this waterfall up here, and it continues on up to the top of the bluff. So when you get to this second waterfall, the right path is to climb to the top of it and head up to the top of the bluff. Whew, I'm breathing hard. Once you get to the top of the bluff, whew, it's a steep climb. But once you get up here, there's a well-marked, clear trail. We want to take it to the right. And there's a blaze up there on a tree that says Stonefly Trail. So that's the one we want, Stonefly. The Stonefly Trail has dead-ended onto the West Plateau Trail. You can either take the West Plateau Trail left or right. If you go right, you return back down to the Alum Bluff area, the Alum Cliffs and the falls there. We're going left and taking the shortcut over to the Alum Bluff Trail to return back to the parking lot. All right, we have returned to the Alum Hollow Trail, which Goes right. If we took it right, that's where we went before, heading out to the Alum Bluff and the waterfalls. But we're going to return going to the left. Here we are back at the East Plateau Trail that we came in on, which is off that way. This time we're going to return following the Alum Hollow Trail the whole way. Kind of a cute little stream here. On the way back on the Alum Hollow Trail, we came to a viewpoint where I think in the winter it would be a really spectacular view. And there's a lovely little bench here to rest on. Yeah, I think in the wintertime this would be a spectacular view. I can see through the trees, the mountains off in the distance, probably all the way across the river maybe. From here, the Tennessee River I think is off in that direction. And this is looking down from where we're standing. We are now back to where the East Plateau Trail split off of the Alum Hollow Trail. That's the direction we went originally. So now we're returning back to the parking lot on the Alum Hollow Trail. All right, we have returned to the parking lot. It has been a beautiful day up on Green Mountain.